Hey, how's it going? My name is King Jalbs or Jalbs, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be going over my initial impressions of MW3 because it's finally here. If you're anything like me, you've been waiting for the last couple of weeks or months to play the game. MW2 has felt stale, Warzone has felt stale, and honestly, there really aren't any other FPS games out there that I've been enjoying recently. So needless to say, that I was excited for the launch of this game. It felt like I was back in high school waiting to come home and load up and play on launch day. I was able to grind to level 41 yesterday, and I'm ready to share some initial impressions of the game. My overall summary, the game is fun, and in my opinion, more fun than MW2. The movement, the colors, the lighting, the guns, the maps, almost everything feels good. I would say that COD is definitely back to feeling like COD again. There's a lot of good about this game, but is it absolutely perfect? No. There are definitely still some issues. So anyway, we're going to be covering what's good and bad about the game today, so let's dive into the good. Also, these items are in no particular order. I just kind of wrote down my thoughts as they came to me. First up, slide canceling is back. Although there is a bug right now with tac sprint reset. If you slide cancel like twice in a row, you can't tac sprint, I think, for like 30 seconds or something. It felt like a long time, but anyway. Slide canceling in general feels good. And I like that they changed it to only tapping jump once instead of twice like an MW 2019. It does save your hands a little bit of strain, which is nice. Number 2, guns feel pretty balanced overall. There definitely is some slight tuning needed by Sledgehammer. Like I would say like the subs don't really feel super good right now, but I wasn't getting melted by anything. Nothing stuck out to me as being incredibly broken. Definitely still some meta weapons. I think the MCW is really good. And I haven't tried the MW2 weapons yet, to be fair, but I'd say things felt pretty good overall on day one. Number 3, the maps. The maps that we all know and love are back. But in this game, not all of them are good yet. We'll get more into that later. But for the most part, I'm really enjoying the maps, and I'd rather play almost every single one of these over an MW2 map. Number 4, the game looks amazing. The majority of the maps are well lit and colorful. You do get some dark spots here and there, but if you compare, for example, say old Rundown to new Rundown, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really well lit. The colors are very vibrant. I'd say they just, in general, look really good. Number 5, the general movement and gameplay mechanics we all know and love from COD are back. You can reload cancel. The mini-map is back to working as it should. There are perks, I think it's called Commando, and others which allow you to reload while sprinting and reload faster. So I was running this combo yesterday, and I will be running it a lot in the future. It was really fun to like just never stop moving, and honestly, it might be kind of tough to go back after running that combo of perks for a while. Number 6, sniping feels great, and I love that first sniper. As long as it isn't hitting someone through a thick wall, it's a one-shot. So if you hit someone in the hands or the toes, it's a kill. The bullet velocity is great, and it sounds cool too. It's got a really cool like tracer round when you shoot it, so you can see it go all the way across the map. So I hope they don't change this gun at all. There are going to be some really cool montages that people release with this thing. All right, now for the not so good. This is number 1, just because it kind of sticks out the most to me. For those of you who don't know, there's something called the Armory system, which allows you to unlock tacticals, guns, kill streaks, etc. through completing daily unlock challenges. Now each item, whatever it is, takes 2 to 3 daily unlock tokens to unlock. Now here's why I think they did this. So number 1, of course, it's probably to keep players playing more because it takes longer to unlock everything. But besides that, there aren't prestiges anymore where you reset all your progress and you have to start unlocking guns and perks and everything over again. So like kind of what's the point if you have everything unlocked after 8 hours, you know, after you hit level 55? So I don't hate the idea of it taking longer to unlock guns and equipment and everything. The Armory system just doesn't feel like a very rewarding way of unlocking things. It's kind of ticky-tacky and confusing and kind of clunky. But, you know, let me know down in the comments how you feel about the Armory. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What should be improved? That kind of stuff. Another one of my gripes when it comes to the Armory was that one of my daily challenges was respawn using attack insertion 3 times, which is easy enough if I didn't unlock it at level 47. Like, come on, man. So I couldn't really unlock much of anything yesterday, which wasn't great. But you can choose what you unlock and don't unlock. So if you know maybe like what the most broken item or gun, maybe that's nice for you. But I don't know. Overall, I don't really know how to feel about it. I'm not the biggest fan. Number 2, some of the maps are way too big. They really need to add a big team or 10-man team, game mode, and map playlist. But like Estate, Derail, Rundown, Wasteland should really be in their own playlist. I don't think they belong in the main map pool at all, at least for most game modes. Number 3, spawns definitely still need some tuning. I'd say the biggest issue, which frankly makes no sense on some of the bigger maps, is that people you just killed will spawn really close to you. Not like right behind you, although they will do that sometimes, but like I'd say like 3 seconds to your left or 3 seconds to your right. But then if you're running towards each other, it's like you just killed this person and they're coming right back for you, you know? So I would say if you just killed someone and aren't surrounded by teammates, and maybe even if you are, be ready to have the person you just killed come right back to you. And another note on spawns, but this time for a small map, Scrapyard is absolute mayhem. The concept of spawns as we know it are gone on this map. Just be ready to be cracked out and shooting at things constantly. And like I mentioned a little bit earlier, but you do also have some instances of people spawning behind you or you spawning behind someone, which is never great. So I hope that they do still work on spawns a little bit in this game. Number 4, Domination does not really play well in this game, in my opinion. And I think it's a combination of the map sizes, team sizes, and spawns. It feels like you're either running around too much and getting killed from behind, or, you know, you're running from A to C to C to A to A to C to C to A over and over again. Domination has been one of my favorite game modes throughout the entire Call of Duty franchise's history. And honestly, I'm not sure I'm going to be playing it that much in this game, which is kind of too bad. Number 5, sometimes camo challenges do not track. It's not the biggest deal in the world because most of the challenges aren't super annoying. But for example, my tac stance kills weren't tracking at the end of my session last night, and that got on my nerves a lot, especially since I'd been playing for a while and I wasn't like keeping track between games whether or not my progress was working. So I would say if you guys are doing that camo grind, just probably, you know, in the lobby, go back and check to make sure that your challenges are actually tracking. Number 6, last but not least, skill-based matchmaking or engagement optimized matchmaking is cranked in this game. I don't know if it feels stronger than MW2 per se, but the most kills I dropped was 60 on high rise. Granted that there aren't any super strong kill streaks unlocked yet and I don't have the best guns leveled, but I'd say I was usually dropping around like 30-ish kills if I was using like an AR and really trying, which feels maybe a little bit lower than MW2, but it overall skill-based matchmaking feels pretty strong. All right, so those are my overall initial impressions. As a whole, I think MW2 is great. It's a great improvement and better than MW2. And as they work and tinker on the game over its life cycle, I'm hoping we can get this to like an 8 or maybe even a 9 out of 10. But right now, I'd say it's hovering around like a 7. So I'd say if you liked MW19 and you liked MW2, I think you're really going to enjoy this game. But anyway, leave a comment down below on your initial impressions. What did you like? What didn't you like? Are you going to buy the game or wait and see how things go for the next couple of weeks? Me, myself, I am enjoying the game, and I'm going to be continuously uploading content related to MW3. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely hit the subscribe button as well. For the most part, I think I'm going to be focusing on gameplays, the camo grind, and stuff like that. But we'll see how things go since this is still a new channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one.